All right, everybody, the Iceman here on this Wednesday morning. TNA Impact Wrestling tonight on Spike TV at 9. I'll probably miss the first maybe half hour, 45 minutes due to work. Um, Kansas City Royals are one game away from going into the World Series. They beat Baltimore last night 2-1. Um, what a superb year for the Royals. I mean, down the stretch, they just got hot and they have stayed hot. The momentum's going right into the World Series, and they keep this momentum going. I just don't see a reason why Kansas City cannot become world champs in the world of Major League Baseball. Um, a lot of decisions to be made, really. Sometimes I ask myself, there's a lot of little guys here on YouTube, and I've talked about this before, that put a lot of effort into creating a good, informative video for everybody here on YouTube to watch, and really not getting the recognition. And that's why a lot of the so-called littler people, meaning guys with lower subscribers that put a real lot of effort into making videos like myself, and there's a lot of others out there like Aaron loves WWE and TNA, Mattitude Era, Shane Roy, Josh Inside Wrestling Truth, RSC 6464. There's just tons of guys, and I cannot begin to name everybody. Peter Gilmore, Killer Demons 669, um, and people put a lot of effort into their videos, and you know and there's everybody's talking. There's at one time or another, every one of us has said to ourselves, is it really worth it? Or are we really putting all this effort and time in to put up an informative video and really not get the recognition? So why are we doing it? And I've contemplated that as well, and I know there's a lot of other issues behind my holdback, but I've also contemplated the same thing. Just recently, I talked with my nephew Matt. I just said, sometimes you wonder if it's all worth it. You try to go out there and put up a good video, which not so much entertaining, but so much more informative. Whether it be about rumors that you hear or ongoing news in the world of professional wrestling, um, giving your opinion on certain superstars or certain subjects or certain ongoings that are going on at the WWE. Like one of the most important topics really is the absence of Brock Lesnar, and I disagree with him being gone, um, but I also am more aggravated by the fact that the WWE does not even mention his name on Monday Night Raw. It's like he doesn't even exist. And they don't even mention the WWE World Heavyweight title. And this is where I get really aggravated with the WWE, because they think by not mentioning it, people are going to forget. We don't forget. Avid wrestling fans, know who's not there and who is there. They know who's putting 110% into their wrestling matches and who is not. I mean, and for many years, the WWE has treated the fans like we're ignorant, and we just have no common sense. And that's not the case, because all us wrestling fans that are, the new ones, the old ones, um, we all really do know what's going on. And it's time for wrestling promotions to, give us the credit where credit is due, and quit treating us like we're no minds. And if you talk to a lot of people and you tell them you watch professional wrestling, there's a lot of people out there that'll say, "You got to be kidding me. You know it's fake, don't you?" Well, obviously we know it's fake. It's entertainment. It was more true wrestling back in the older days, but now it's just a lot more entertainment added into it. And of course we know it's entertainment. Of course we know the outcome of matches are scripted. I mean, but it's entertainment. It's just like any other TV show that you watch. It's a scripted show. It's there for entertainment. And now that it's become more PG orientated, um, one has to wonder because the WWE Entertainment TNA is a little more um, uh, forceful. Uh, there's a lot more violence involved in TNA than WWE, and these shows, to me, that's what they're all about. You have fisticuffs, you're wrestling, um, you beat each other up, and there is supposed to be some form of violence involved in these shows. And it seems like these shows, like the wrestling, are doing less of all of that. And all these other shows, crime drama shows on TV, are doing more of the violence, more of the killing. I mean, so I, I don't see the correlation here, um, because I think wrestling has lost a lot of fans over the last 10, 15 years because of the lack of intensity in their matches. And I really don't see any need for them to really have to do this. Um, I, you know, they want to be PG orientated. That's fine. That's their decision. That's their choice. But by being that way, you're going to lose a lot of the adult viewership. And in my eyes, it doesn't really need to have to be this way because, like I said, there's network shows with a lot of violence. Um, Cable shows certainly have a lot of violence, nudity, um, and whatnot. So wrestling has sort of gotten away from where its origins really came from, and especially since the '80s, the tide has turned, and so you look at all this stuff and you say to yourself, well, so why is WWE Entertainment or TNA or whatever promotion, why are they cleaning up their act when shows on network television are more violent than professional wrestling? It really doesn't have to be. So anyway, I just wanted to come out and try to inform you on my thoughts and my opinions on all of this. And for all the little wrestling YouTubers out there, and I don't mean little, I mean, as far as the amount of subscribers or maybe amount of the viewership goes, you know, you put a lot of work, you put a lot of effort in putting together a good quality video, and you can see someone else just put up a really stupid ass video. And I mean, I'm coming out and saying it. You can put up a stupid ass video and get 1,500 views or whatever, and your video may get 50, if 50, and then these same people get over a couple thousand subscribers, and you're stuck, in the 100s or 200s, or even if you get that many, and you that's why you kick back and you look in the mirror and you say, man, what am I doing this for? I mean, it's a wasted effort, and I feel that way sometimes. Um, so I'm in the next week or two, I'm going to make a decision whether to hang up the webcam and decide to end my video run. I'm not decided yet. I'm stuck in the middle of it. There's there. I know it's like a habitual thing. If you stop it abruptly, you're going to lean towards wanting to go back and making another video, and hoping things will change. But you know, it's been a while. I've worked hard for what I've done, and trying to be the best that I can. You know, and I congratulate everybody like Sean's View Entertainment and Andre Corbeil's moving up. He deserves it very well. Um, there's just so many people out there that have really earned it, And there's also a lot of us littler guys that have done videos far better than some other bigger guys and don't get the recognition for it. So I guess it's your fan base, and maybe unless we try to spread out a little more or whatever, maybe things won't change. But I don't know. So anyway, this is the Iceman here on this Wednesday. Like I said, TNA Impact Wrestling tonight. Let's see what the after effects of Bound for Glory are to be. And the only issue I have with this is that Impact Wrestling tonight was taped before Bound for Glory even aired live. And that is like sort of crazy to even think about in your mind, but that's the way it is. And hopefully 2015 brings bigger and better things to TNA Wrestling, because really the show has been pretty good for the most part. And I honestly think that they really can get much bigger and much better. And they really need to with Global Force Wrestling coming out with a pay-per-view on January 4th. So peace out, everybody. Have a great Wednesday. It's going to be a nice day here in the Northeast. It's very humid. It's in the 70s. Probably won't last too much longer, but I'm enjoying it while I can. I got to work tonight. See y'all later.